Hi and good evening, everyone. My name is Albert, and this is VlogsBoutNothin. Thank you very much for taking the time out of your very busy Saturday to join me. I really appreciate it. To all the new subs and viewers, I salute you. You know what I mean? We're gonna hit 350 videos tomorrow. I think I'm gonna say this in every single stream tonight, but I am obviously very excited about it, and so we all get excited about different things. You know, we all have different milestones, and I just am ever so more proud of myself every single day as I sort of mature into this role of hosting this show and wanting to make it better and desperately thinking of ways to do that, without having to spend money. And it's fun. It's been fun. It'll continue to be fun. It's sort of like I wake up every day and I'm like, okay, this is a brand new bright day with a bunch of new challenges. How exciting. As much as I try to do nothing, a lot of exciting things happen all the time, all around me. And yeah, trust me, I'm vibing too. And so tonight I actually want to talk about plastic surgery and Barbie Botox. And so, here's the thing. And I say this speaking as a middle-aged, you want to call me old, that's fine, American dude, obviously just super middle class, not, I say these things because these things impact Gen Z and Alpha and Millennial, I would say more than Gen Z or Gen X, or Boomers, in that Gen X and Boomers have always had, they were a part of the pilot generation that introduced the first beta products of all the programs and all the things that we use now. Sort of like your first Botox injections, your first sort of anti-wrinkle creams, this whole infrastructure set up to be so that, now on TikTok and other platforms, the videos that trend are 10-year-old little girls who go into Sephora and destroy the sample makeup test demonstrator products. So how did we get from Botox injections in the 90s and gastro bypass surgery and all of these things that we voluntarily do to ourselves to a point where in 2023 it was a fad that the movie, ironically, Barbie started, where people were starting to get Botox in their necks so that they could appear to be like stretched and entirely socially acceptable. Like, seriously, old people don't like to talk about this stuff because it's uncomfortable. Like, millennials, boomers, Gen X, you feel me? These people all, I am convinced, want to talk sometimes about the negative effects of plastic surgery or how it, impacts the overall kind of way. I say this because we fail as older people to recognize how acceptable it is with younger people. It like blows our mind for some reason that we didn't grow up with hard narcotics being socially acceptable in middle school to a world in which 10 to 12-year-old children on the reg are starting to do other narcotics like meth and heroin and and that's socially acceptable to this generation of people. And again, just because it wasn't to us and it was taboo or whatever, it just sheds light on the whole situation of how sometimes the social norms change and how sometimes it's not for good reasons, in terms of that means it's been brought to a point of which we're no longer even talking about the negative stuff so much as we're talking about how it's cool to get, a Botox injection in your neck so that it looks like the Barbie one from the movie or whatever. It's important to recognize that these are all valid talking points in that younger people can totally relate to the kind of peer pressure that's placed upon them from the people within their cohort group that are, the celebrities or the influencers or the famous people, you feel me, and the impact that it has directly on their life. Directly so much as in that, again, you're going out to get plastic surgery because of a movie. Now, plastic surgery is, I think, obviously an individual's choice and it's by circumstance. I think, moreover, it's unfortunate that we live in a world where beauty standards are so high that we have to risk our own health in order to accomplish our ultimate aesthetic goals. However, the scientific part of me also says that if the procedure is non invasive and if it's easy and if it's convenient, then that's a free market product, right? A product of which is safe. And I guess I'm only arguing really the safety part of it. Like, honestly, like, if Botox and plastic surgery were safer than they currently are, then I would be like, if that's what you feel like doing, do it. Just as I feel about most things. Getting tattoos, getting piercings, just because I'm not getting them doesn't mean that other people shouldn't have the option to, seriously. But it should be implemented in the safest way possible. We shouldn't live in a world where universal health care is not even a conversation at the dinner table, and so we have to go get our dental work done in Mexico, or we got to go to Cuba to get dental implants because the guy down the street is just too expensive. I mean, think about all that. It's kind of weird, I mean, honestly, isn't it? Like, I think that it is. I would much rather go a quarter of a mile down the street to get my dental work done than I would fly to another country. But that's just me. I mean, I guess I've gone far places for less. but when I say that, I mean it's all intrinsic in that, I've definitely put some miles in to see absolutely nothing. Which is, again, just full circle in my life, it's always been based on the premise of doing as much as I possibly can in order to do nothing. You know what I mean? And whether that's like the journey is always the best part of any sort of goal. I'm convinced of this. I think that having the conversation about plastic surgery and invasive surgery is good to have, because I'm not saying it's bad to want to look your best self necessarily. I'm saying that it's bad to put yourself in a situation in which you're risking your life to do that. You feel me? I mean, as time progresses, these procedures will get safer, and I think things will again be in a better place, so that obviously the more money you have, the more access you'll have to it. But the safer the procedure, again, go for it. The more dangerous the procedure, obviously stay away from it. But plastic surgery, again, women going down to Mexico to get, butt implants. You feel me? It's sort of like, I'm not necessarily saying don't do that. I'm just saying there should be a safer way to do that. So in case you do want to do that, you don't come back home and risk not being able to walk again. You feel me? So that's all. Plastic surgery, it's a tricky one, I know. And again, I'm not saying exactly that I'm anti-plastic surgery. I think that I'm pro self-confidence, in that society shouldn't have to dictate what makes you feel good about yourself, inside or out. But again, I am not going to also condone a behavior in which is highly potentially very dangerous to the end consumer. And in this case, plastic surgery, the Barbie Botox, maybe aren't the safest procedures to have given the current state of art that is in the medical community. That's all. So, plastic surgery, it's different with each generation, but as a person that tries to stay in the middle in terms of just understanding both sides, the channel is, again, in fact, not anti-plastic surgery, just pro-safety, I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Stay safe tonight. It's Saturday. We're in the middle of summer, you feel me? So stay hydrated, seriously. If you drink, especially make sure that you're drinking water also, because it's hot outside. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.